Good morning, YouTube. Welcome in. Today, we got a beautiful build for you. Today, we're building for our partner, Bre. If you don't know who Bre is, we'll pop up this clip of her here because she's absolutely awesome. She's playing competitive Warzone. She's grinding for nukes. She's doing everything in the Warzone space to honestly provide you the best content possible. But she's like, Stince, I need a better PC. I'm like, it's been a couple years. I got the itch for something new. What do we do? This is my budget. What can we do? I was like, Bre, I mean, honestly, right now, the best system you can buy bang for buck is a 7800 X30 paired with a 4070 Ti Super. It's going to be over 200 FPS in Warzone, even higher at some points, but it's going to be absolutely killer in terms of performance, power consumption, frames, everything you want. We're doing 6000 CL30 RAM. We've got a 2 terabyte NVMe drive. We got the 4070 Ti Super coming in with the MSI Gaming X Slim. We're putting it all in the beautiful H6 flow. And of course, Bre's like, I don't really need RGB synths, but I like it. So I'm like, you know what? We'll throw in some RGB fans for us. So we've got not one, not two, not three, Gina reference, but we got 9 RGB fans going in today's system as well. Let us know what you think down below in the comments. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well, because we know that only about 10% of our viewers are actually subscribed to our channel. You want to catch us live on Edited Raw like it is right now, you can join us any Monday, Wednesday, or Friday over to our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stints at 10 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see you soon. Intro longer than a start screen for real, dude. Look at those. Look at that desk of parts. Sheesh. Be right back.
Let's go top down. We got top down. Let's get the motherboard out. Motherboard B is 650 Tomahawk. Let's get it out. Typically, this is right around this build, right around like 2800 or so. I don't have the sheet right in front of me. Because we have a lot of RGB. We added RGB, things like that. 2 terabyte drive. One of the higher end cards. Take a look at the socket. No bent pins like we like to see. A 10G system. Well, that's the thing. People think you need to have. I mean, her last system was up there because she had 3080 Ti. I had like really during like post-COVID when like GPU prices were super high. You know, so she's like, that was a little bit of a higher system. She had tons of RGB, streamer cables, the whole 9. And she's like, Stince, I don't need all that this time, but I still want some RGB. What can we do? I was like, got the perfect case, the perfect setup for you. It's gonna look, it's gonna run great. It's gonna be reliable. It's gonna draw less power than your 3080 Ti system, which is crazy to think about. 4070 Super is my opinion. In my opinion, I'll tell you straight on. I won't say anything bad about AMD cards. They've gotten better, but the resale value on the 4070 Super will stay higher than the 7700X or 7800 XT. NVIDIA cards have a higher residual value. If you're gonna be gaming and streaming, they are better performing, and when you're using NVIDIA encoders, the AV1, when the video will be coming to Twitch soon, it's already on YouTube. I just think that NVIDIA cards are just overall better performing in terms of streaming aspects of the business. In terms of just overall price to performance, AMD sometimes does win that. But they have their challenges, drivers, things like that. Sometimes people just don't want to deal with that. So, that being said, we've been doing the majority of NVIDIA cards. I would say like 97% of our builds going on have a NVIDIA card, just because we work more with creators. You need to be able to utilize better encoding, which is what NVIDIA 100% beats AMD on. Price per watt, performance per watt, performance per dollar, that might go to AMD. Hence why the 7800 X3D is such a valuable option too for CPUs. Linux does, yeah, if you're running Linux, then yes, AMD has been better in that aspect. Got a RAM out. Again, we're going a team group today, 6000 CL30, fantastic RAM. So Bre, like I said earlier when we did the intro, Bre likes RGB, but she really cared too much. So I was like, you know, we're still gonna hook you up with RGB, Bre, because you know, I know you're an RGB enjoyer. Again, we have the 2 terabyte KC3000 drive in here. We got a 6000 CL30 team group. There we go. Second stick going down and in. There we go. Just like that, we're ready to get the case out. Again, B650 Tomahawk motherboard. It is literally one of the tried and true, most reliable motherboards right now on the AM5 platform. Again, down the socket, we have the 7800 X3D, which is the pure powerhouse coming from AM5 right now on platform. Really the best, in my opinion, price to performance CPUs is a 1500 X3D and a 700 X3D out from AMD. They just rock right now in any types of FPS gaming. We have 2 terabyte NVMe drive down here in the socket 1, which is the KC3000 from Kingston. And we have 32 gigs of 6000 CL30 RAM coming from Team Group. Super tight timing has really helped push that AM5 700 X3D to its full potential. I'm gonna slide everything aside here and we're gonna get the case out, which is the H6 flow. Bre's gonna like this because it's gonna be smaller than her current beast that she has, but it's also gonna look really nice, a little bit more compact. It's gonna take up less real estate there. Okay, this is actually one of our favorite cases right now. If not, probably our favorite case. What's the angle on those fans? It's like they're just angled to the side. I don't know what degree of angle, but it's providing airflow in, while also giving that kind of dual chamber design while being compact. It's an absolutely killer design. Go top down, get this motherboard in. Down we go. Into the H6 flow. Yeah, this is actually, we can ship this in a smaller box. This will be more compact than the H7. Make sure we have all 8 of our screws in here, because we have a center just standoff pinpoint here. We do. I'll give you a front close up here as we flip it all up. There it is, chat, looking great. All right, we need to run our USB, our front panel connections, our bottom fans, things like that. Start working on those. All right, working on the cables in the back. Now we have to just run our HD audio cable before we move on to our fans. We're gonna put in our bottom fans, and then our power supply. All right, we're gonna go sideways here. We're gonna work on our bottom fans. We have 2 Fractal Design 140mm fans we're adding to the bottom for Bre. These are some Fractal Design focused 140mm DC fans just to bring some more airflow into the case. Not that Bre really needs it, it's just gonna add a little bit more aesthetic, a little bit more airflow. There's one. All right, get a little snip fan header right here. These are for our side fans. Those are all hooked up now. We work on zip tying all these fan wires. All right, here we go. Most of the fans are done other than the rear fan. Now it's time for the power supply. All right guys, 850 watt PCIe 5 power supply coming in from MSI today. Plenty of power for today's system. Really is gonna be drawing like 500 to 550 watts max. So have plenty of extra power. Grab our cables. We will need, I believe, a SATA today. We will need SATA. It's only going to power our cooler. We'll need our CPU 1, small SATA, 24-pin main, 12-volt high power, CPU 2. Everything else will go in the back. All right, let's get our cables set up here. So we start working on all the power cables before we move on to the AIO. There we go. All right. Let's power supply in. 24-pin main motherboard. It's up and in. Bre. Go all in there. Cables are good. All right, on to our cooler. Cable manager's looking nice and clean on the back for all the daisy chains we have to do. We're start working on the cooler. All right. Here we have the Galahad at Trinity 2 today. We're gonna mount the rad, or sorry, the pump, and then we move on to working on mounting the rad after. Get these tightened up, make sure the cooler's nice and aligned. Always a fun time. Yeah, it's not fun. It's not bad. It's just, yeah, it's tricky. You got to learn those little locking lock-offs. There we go. But it's on. We're good there. Give you guys a rear cable manager view again. Just gonna go back down and in. There we go. All right, let's get this rad in. Up and over, up and in. There we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's get a screw or 2 in here. All right, there we go. Let's get the rest of this rad mounted, chat. Give you a front close up. Get a sip 2 as well. All right. How are we looking, chat? Looking good so far? All right, so all we have to do is run the USB down. That's it, chat. Run the USB down, run the SATA power, and then hook up the GPU. We're done already. It's crazy. This is actually a pretty, that's why I like this case. You can build it pretty efficiently. It's got really good performance, like really good thermals. It looks fantastic. When mixed with the right RGB, it's not too hard to do. It's a lot of daisy chaining of RGB cables, which we were just doing. Like that's what I was back here doing half the time, was just like dialing in the RGB. But honestly, it looks great. Sure, all the cable management in the back here looking pretty stellar. There we go, a lot of wires to manage on that, a lot of daisy chaining, whatnot, but it looks solid, looks super solid. All right, so let's get that 4070 Ti Super out. There it is, chat. Beautiful GeForce 4070 Ti Super, coming from MSI, Gaming X, fantastic card. They changed the box on these, by the way, guys. I kind of dig it. MSI changed their boxing up, and that's nice. Like the whole sliding the multiple boxes out to get a GPU out. This is nice. Take the card out. This card almost changed the design of this card. In my opinion, it looks more like a Supreme meets a Ventus, but it's now the Gaming X. Like it has a lot of the Supreme characteristics of like this design here, but the performance of the Gaming X Trio and the value, like honestly, the price point almost like the Ventus was. So it's in my opinion, it's a pretty W card. It's a little bit slimmer, which means it's not big and bulky too. It's better for smaller, smaller form factors, which is kind of really good. We'll see what we can do with like micro RTX, things like that. That's it, and it looks good. It's a good looking card. There it is, guys, 4070 Ti Super. Here we go, 4070 Ti Super, chat. Here we go, get this bad boy in. 3, 2, 1, with the thunk. There it is. My perfect cable reach. We're done. There it is. All right, a little ASMR for you, a little peel action.
Guys, thanks for coming in and liking another video here on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button, help us with the algorithm. Make sure people find us and see all the beautiful PCs we build. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button as well. Remember, we build these systems live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Stince. Come on over, hang out, chat it up with us, watch us build beautiful PCs for everybody in the community. And remember, let's go.